Just pop this out. And I think we finally have some silver right here. Large cent. Looks like it's probably going to be a braided hair. 1964 out of Philly. All right. Another one. That's cool. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Rick from Hunting Southwest Ohio, and we are back once again with another episode of the Nickel Hunt and Fill series. This will be episode number 61. We're going to get into, the albums are in front of us. Here is set number 1 that we started first. We have 3 spots to fill. We're at 190 and 193. This is the second set we started. We are at 154 of 192. So I'm excited to get into it, and this one will be a 6-box mega hunt. I am ready to tear into these, see what we can find. The earliest box is from May 19th, and the oldest box here is from June 9th, 23. So we got 6 boxes to hunt. Let's see what we can find. Looking for errors, varieties, silver, buffaloes, V-nickels, foreigns, or anything else cool we can find. So let's get into it. See you on the first find, box number 1. Roll number 2, we're going to have our first find of the hunt. And it is going to be a 40s nickel. It will be a 1948 out of Philly. Same roll, first find from the 50s. We will have a 1958 out of Philly. Roll number 10, got our second 50s find. It is going to be a 1955. Can we get lucky with a Philly? We will not. It's going to be a Denver. We'll take it. Roll number 11, and we're going to have our second 40s find, 1946, out of Denver. Roll 13, we're going to have our third 50s nickel right here, and this is going to be a 1959 out of Philly. Roll 15, and 40s nickel, number 3, we will have a 1940 out of Philly. Roll 16, and we got another 50s nickel. Be number 4 of the hunt so far, 1958, out of Denver. Roll 17, another 50s nickel. We're going to have a 1954 out of Philly. Roll 20, we're going to have a 1940. This is our 4th 40s nickel, and it will be another Philly. Roll 22, and here's a foreign we don't see much. We got a Bermuda nickel. Right there, Bermuda on the left. And it is going to be the 5 cents with the fish, 1980. Nice. Roll 28, and another 50s nickel, be number 6 of the hunt, 1959, out of Denver. Roll 39, and things have slowed down. It has been slow the last 12 or so rolls. Finally got another 40s nickel. Only be number 5 of the box, 1941, out of Philly. Roll 40, and we're going to have another 40s nickel, number 6 of the hunt. This one will be 41, Philly. Same roll. We have a 50s nickel. This will only be number 7 of the box, 54. Out of Denver. Roll 43, and we got a 1939 just popped out. Not in terrible shape. Can we get lucky and get a mint mark? We will not. It is just going to be a 39 Philly, but we will be checking that DDR. We're looking at Monticello as usual, as well as the 5 cents, and I am not seeing any doubling. All right, I like that though. Roll 45, and 40s nickel, number 8, 1947, out of Philly. Roll 50, and we're going to pull out another 40s nickel at least out of this roll. We'll have another 1940 out of Denver. All right, box 1 is hunted. I did pull another 50s nickel out, second to the last one of the roll, 1958 out of Denver. We'll add that over here. So we ended up with 8 from the 50s, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 from the 40s, a 39, 3 Canadians, a Bermuda coin. We did end up with one 2009D. And a few nice ones here across the top. Could be upgraders or additions in the second set of albums. So, let me get this box here pulled out of the way. I'll get another one moved down. We're going to get into box number 2. Alright, box number 2, it is opened up. Definitely circulated nickels. Let's get into it, see what we find. Alright, doesn't look like it. This box is a mess, but this is roll number 1. And that right there is not the way we want to start out. Looks like we're going to have a penny. Let me get these popped out of here, see what we got. And there it is. Looks like it's just going to be a shield cent. Yes, it will. 2020. All right. See you on the next find. Same roll as the penny. And we're going to have our first 40s find already. It's going to be a 1949. And it's going to be a 49S semi-key date. Roll number 1. We will take that all day. Very nice. Still roll number 1, we're going to have our first 50s find, 58, out of Denver. Roll 2, just pulled it out, and also not what you want to see. 2 rolls, 2 pennies. We're out at least 8 cents. This is actually going to be roll number 9. Got 11 in this next roll. We had one fall down, and I didn't see it when I laid them out, but look what we just uncovered right there. I do not see a mint mark. It's a 1920 something. I can make out the 2, I believe. Give me a minute to look at this. Let me see what I can come up with. Alright, I think it's going to be a 25 or a 28. Definitely a 1920 something. For sure. I'm leaning towards 1925, but we'll see. I may nicodate it. Hopefully not. I'm going to look at it a little bit more later, but we still got 4.5 more boxes to get through. So we'll see. Roll number 10, and second 40s nickel of the box. Going to be a 1940 out of Philly. Roll number 11, 40s nickel number 3, and it's going to be another 1940. This time, Philly. Roll 14. And look what just popped out. I completely missed it by the edge. But there it is. 1943. And it will be a Philly. Silver in the box. First one of this 6-box hunt. We will take that. Very nice. Roll 15. And we're going to have another 50s nickel. This will be a 1953. Out of Denver. Roll 16, and we've got a couple back-to-back right here. Looks like we got a 1940 first off, and that one is going to be a Philly. And right behind it, we're going to have a 1946. Same roll, we're going to have a 1955, and that will be out of Denver. Roll 22. And there is another 50s nickel, 1957, out of Denver. Roll 27, and we're going to have another 40s nickel, be a 1941, out of Philly. Same roll, and we're going to have another 50s nickel, 1959, out of Philly. Same roll, another 50s nickel, 1957, out of Denver. I'm just going to start pulling the 50s aside and give you an update periodically. We got quite a few of them in this box, so see you on the next find. Roll 30, another 40s nickel, 1940 this time. We'll take that. Also picked up another 50s. It'll be a 1955 out of Denver. Roll 33, and look what we got. 1938. Don't see these very often. 1938. Can we get a mint mark? We will not. 1938 Philly, but that's all right. We'll take it. Roll 38. And we have got another 40s find. 1949 out of Philly. Also got another 50s nickel here. Another 56 out of Denver. Roll 43. And another 40s nickel, 1941, out of Denver. Also, we have a couple more 50s nickels here I'm going to put aside. We got a 1952, I believe it is, and a 1955, and it was a Denver. All right, that is it. Box 2 is hunted, and it was a good one. We ended up with 12 in the 50s. We ended up with 9 in the 40s, including a 38 as well. Added a couple more possible upgraders. I did have one more 50s find in roll 49. Beautiful 1950 Philly. Still even has some steps on it. There's a few dings in them, but they're there. So that could be an upgrader. We'll add that over here. We're going to get this one out of the way. We're going to go ahead and grab the next box and get into it. Be right back when we get our first find. All right, here is box 3 of the hunt. Picked this one up on 5/26/23. And definitely circulated rolls. Let's get into it, see what we find. Roll number 1, box 3, second coin in. 1939 right there. We will not have a mint mark. We will check for the DDR. And I am not seeing anything on Monticello or 5 cents. Lots of damage. All right, we'll take that. Starting it out early. Same roll, 2 coins later. 40s nickel again. 1949. This will be a Philly. Roll number 2, and we're going to have a 1941 this time. And it is going to be a 41 Philly. Roll number 7. And the pennies strike again. It looks like it's at least a copper one. Yep, definitely is. And it's going to be a 1978. We're still out 4 cents. Roll number 10. And we're going to have another one from the 40s, 1940 this time. This will be our third 40s nickel. Set that aside. We also picked up 3 50s. We have a 55, a 58, and a 59. It's a start. Roll 13. And the pennies strike again. Hey, it's a wheat cent. It's stuck to this other one. And it's going to be a 1951 D. Nope, going to be a 51 Philly. That's a first. Same roll as the wheat penny in the nickels. And we're going to have another 40s nickel. Going to be a 1940 out of Philly. Roll 14 and another 40s nickel. We're going to have a 1946 out of Philly, and we'll check this for the Henning nickel. If I find anything, I'll let you know. Roll 17, just about to the end of the roll, and we got us a 1938. Pretty rough shape. Probably be a Philly. It's not. We have a 1938. I think it's a Denver. It is a Denver 1938D. That is a key date in the box. We will take that. Very nice. I think we need that one for one of the albums, probably the second one. Roll 18 and penny number 3. My pennies just keep coming. It will be another copper one at least, 1981D. Same roll as that penny. Another 40s nickel, 1946, out of Denver. Roll 30, finally another 40s nickel, and it's going to be a 1947 out of Philly. Roll 35, just laid this one out, and look what we see right there. Love it. Got us a Buffalo. Ooh, she is looking pretty flat. We do not have a mint mark. Give me a second to look at this. I'll see if I can find anything. date-wise. Otherwise, we may have to nicodate this at the end, but give me a minute. Be right back. All right, we are back. I cannot see a thing on the date here, so we'll have to nicodate this at the end. We got a long ways to go. We still got 3 boxes after this one and 15 rolls. Be back in a few. Roll 41. And we've got another 40s nickel. Going to be a 1941 out of Philly. And we also have 3 50s nickels here pulled aside to add to the stack. See you on the next roll. Roll 42, and another 40s nickel. We're going to have another 1947. This one will be a Philly model, and while we're here, there's a 59 right behind it. We'll take that. 1959 out of Denver. Roll 43, and another 40s nickel. 1948 out of Philly. Roll 46. We're going to have another 40s nickel. It's going to be a 1947 out of Denver. Roll 50. And we are going to have one last 30s nickel. Second to last coin of the roll is going to be another 1939 right there. Can we get that mint mark? We will not. Be a Philly. Let's check for the DDR. Monticello and 5 cents. And not seeing it, but I'll take another 39. That's sweet. Alright, box 2 is hunted. I did have one more 50s nickel I didn't bring in for it to add, and it's going to be a 54. So for box number 3, that's going to give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of the 50s. We're going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 out of the 40s. 2 39s, the 38, Denver, key date, and we had a Buffalo for box 3, so that was a good one. I'm going to go ahead, grab box 4. We're going to get into that one, see what else we can find. All right, we are back. Box number 4. Did pick this one up on 6/2/23. Opened it up when I got it. And well, I see Canadian under here. That's all I really see. A lot of newer coins. Hopefully we'll still have some goodies in here. Let's get into it. See what we find. Roll number 1. And first 40s nickel. 1941 out of Philly. Roll number 3. Got another 40s nickel here. It's going to be another 41. And it's going to be another one out of Philly. Roll number 9. And we've got another 40s nickel out of this box. This will be number 3, box 4, 1948, out of Denver. Roll 15. Just pop this one open. And right there is that greenish gray color we're looking for. That is hopefully a war nickel. Oh yeah, Philly mint. And it will be a 1943 Philly. I will check this for any of the possible errors. If I find anything, I will bring you back in. How about that? Just had a war nickel, popped out roll 16. And look what I see. That is another Philly mint mark right there. We're going to have war nickel number 3 of the hunt. Let's open this up, see if we have any friends. All right, we got it opened up. Just see the one. And it is definitely a Philly. And it's going to be another 1943. Check this one out once again. If I find anything, I'll be back. Roll 30. Finally, another 40s nickel. We're going to have a 1946 out of Denver. And I have also pulled aside 8 out of the 50s. I'll go ahead and get them moved up. We'll see you on the next find. Roll 33, and we're going to finally have another 40s nickel here. Be a 1948 out of Philly. Roll 44, and finally another 40s nickel. Going to be a 1940 out of Philly. And I do have 3 more 50s here. We'll move up, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, that is it. 50 rolls hunted. It was not a terrible box, a little low on finds, but we did get those 2 war nickels out of it, so that made me pretty happy. So including the war nickels, we're going to have 8 finds out of the 40s, and we're going to have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 finds out of the 50s. And we did pick up a couple more Canadians up top here, and I did pick up a 09 a few rolls back. So that is it for this one. Let me go ahead, grab box 5. We're going to get into that. Be right back. All right, we are back. Box number 5 in front of us. This was picked up on June 2nd this year. Been sitting here for a minute. Let's pop this one open. Should be circulated. I usually check these when I pick them up. And yes, it definitely is. We'll take that. Let's get into it. See what we can add to the board. Roll number 6. And finally, first 40s nickel. We're going to have a 1941 out of Denver. And I also pulled a couple 50s nickels aside. I'll go ahead and move them up. See you on the next one. Roll number 10, box 5, and we have a 1939. We will not have a mint mark. Will we get the DDR? Looking at Monticello and 5 cents like usual, and I am not seeing it. So, all right, we'll take a 39 though. Roll number 12, just laid this one out, and right there we're gonna have Buffalo nickel. Not a bad looking reverse. It is a Philly. And we're going to have a date. 1936 Philly. Nice one. We'll take that. Buffalo number 3 through 4 in a little over 4 boxes. Roll 15. And this will just be our second 40s nickel of the hunt so far. It's going to be a 1948. And it will be out of Philly. Roll 21, we got us a different kind of 4, and I have found one of these before. And this is Confederatio Helvetia, and this is going to be a Swiss. I wonder if this was a 20 franc, 20 Rappin. I think that's what it was, 20 Rappin. So nice, cool foreign. 1985, we'll take that. Nice. Roll 24, just making my way through this roll. I did not see this when I laid it out. Holy cow. That is going to be an Indian head cent. For sure, 1 cent right there. That is crazy. See if we can get a date on this. I can't quite make it out. It's beat up. It is a metal detecting find. And it looks like it is going to be a 1892 maybe. Give me a sec. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. See if I can get a date. That is awesome. I can't find these in a penny box, but here we have one in nickels. Be right back. Alright, I tried to clean it up a little bit, and I cannot really do too much with it, but we definitely have a 1, 8, so 1890, I'm pretty sure it's going to be an 1892. But that is pretty cool. It is beat to death, but Indian head cent nonetheless. Pretty neat. Roll 37. Just open this one up, and I think right there on the right, we're going to check this left one first. It's a little interesting. That one is not going to be silver. That is going to be a 80s. But this one here, I think, oh yeah, 1943 out of Philly. Silver number 4 through 4+ boxes. We will take that. That is awesome. Roll 41. And look what we got. We got another 1939 right here. Can we get a mint mark? We will not. Be a Philly. We'll check that for the DDR. We're looking at that Monticello and 5 cents. And I am not seeing it. But we'll take the 39 for sure. Roll 43. And we're going to get another 40s nickel. It will only be the 5th one of the hunt. We're going to have a 1940D. And I also keep forgetting to bring you in. We got 7 50s nickels here. We did pull a pretty nice 1957. Nice shape, lots of mint luster on it. Does have some wear on the steps, unfortunately, but could be an upgrader. All right, I'll get those moved up. See you on the next find. Roll 45, and another 40s nickel. 1941, out of Philly. Roll 49, and we will have yet one more 40s nickel at least. It'll be a 1946, out of Denver. Roll 50. About 3/4 of the way through the roll. Looks like we're going to have one last find. It's a beat up, probably metal detecting find, 40s nickel, 1949, out of Denver. All right, that is it for box number 5. And we ended up with 16 50s nickels out of that one. We also had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of the 40s, as well as a couple of 39s. And crazy enough, we had a beat up old Indian head cent in a roll. I didn't even see it when I opened it. It's pretty thin, but that was pretty cool to see. And we did pick up a second 09. So that is it for that box. We're going to go ahead, get this one out of the way, move on to the next one. We'll be back in just a second. All right, here we are, the final box, box 6 of this hunt. Picked up 6, 9, 23. Let's pop the top, take a look at the enders. They should be circulated, and yes, they are. All right, what will we find? Let's see. Roll number 3, first find of box number 6 is going to be a 40s nickel. And it will be a 1948. Ooh, no mint mark. It'll be out of Philly. Roll number 10. 40s nickel number 2. And it's just the second find of the box through 10 rolls. It is slow. And it's going to be a 1941 out of Philly. Roll 17. And fifth find of the box. Third 40s nickel. And it's going to be a pretty nice looking 1940. And it's going to be a 40S. We'll take that. Very nice. Roll 24. And 40s nickel number 4 right there. And it is going to be a 1948. Out of Denver. Also did pick up 3 50s nickels. So we got 7 finds so far through 24 rolls. Let's keep rolling along. Roll 34, and we're going to have a 40s nickel. It is going to be a 1941, a little bit beat up, out of Philly. Roll 37, and look what we got. We got another 39, first one of this box. And it will be a Philly. I'll go ahead and check this for the DDR. If I find anything, I'll bring it back in. Roll 43. And got another 40s nickel here finally. And a 1946 out of Philly. As well as 6 from the 50s sitting here. So we'll get those moved up and continue on with the hunt. Roll 44. And another 40s nickel. Just had a 46. Got another 46. And this time it's going to be a 46 out of Denver. Roll 46, just pop this roll open, and that one there, third one in, just does not look right to me. It's going to be an aluminum coin, whatever it is, very light, and it has some Middle Eastern script on it. I have not seen this one before. Give me a minute, I'm going to see what I can find. All right, I got it figured out. Is a Japanese 1 yen from 1983. I can tell by the symbols down here. They got them on Numista, which is the site I use for looking up foreign coins. And these were made from 1955 through 1989, I believe it was. So pretty cool. Never found one before. Nice to add that to the foreign collection. All right, we are back. Box 6 is hunted. This was a long hunt. Not sure I'll do another 6-box hunt again. This took a while. It's a lot quicker to get through a 2-box hunt. I got basically almost a week involved in this when it's all said and done. 2 hours a night, 2.5 hours a night. But it was a ton of fun regardless. So last box, 9 in the 50s, 9 in the 40s, plus a 39, and a couple more Canadians. And there are the pennies that we got. I think we picked up a silver and a buffalo in that last box. So 3 buffaloes, 4 silvers. So give me just a minute. I'm going to organize these all up. We're going to take a look at what we got for finds by year in a 6-box hunt. Be right back. We'll take a quick look. All right, I got everything all sorted out. So up here we do have our possible upgraders. And then I checked through everything. We have 1059s, 1658s, 757s, 556s, 955s, 453s, 452s, no 51s, no 50s, 449s, 748s, 447s, 746s, 1341s, 1340s, 639s, 238s, and I did pick up a couple of 2009s. The highlights of the hunt is a 1949S semi-key date that we did pick up, as well as a 38D that is right here. We did pick up 4 silvers, 3 buffaloes. We had 4 countries represented in our foreign finds, 8, and then I had 8 Canadians total. I have one of them right here with the rest of the foreigns. And we ended up with 5 dimes, and 5 pennies. And the crazy thing ended up being, one of them is a smushed Indian. It is nearly the size of a nickel. But how cool is that to find one of those in a nickel box? Crazy. Alright, I'm going to go ahead. I got 1 buffalo, I believe. I'm going to have to nick a date. We're going to go ahead and get that nailed. Then we're going to grab the albums and see what we can add. We'll be right back. Alright, we got our buffalo scoped out. We definitely know this one is a 36. Nice clean date. I took a nice long look at this one again. I still believe we are 1925 on this one. It is a filly, and the one that I nickedated is a 1913 Variety 2 because it is not the raised ground. So we'll see. Maybe there's a spot for one of those, hopefully. Let's go ahead, grab the albums, sort through all these coins, see what we can add. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. First set of albums, and I like it. We got 2 additions from the Buffaloes, and we're going to upgrade a 1936. Definitely much better condition, not a doubt about that. So let's go ahead. We're going to add this 1913, ground in recess, and we're going to add the 1925 filly as well. And I'll go ahead, swap this 36 out. We're going to go ahead and get into the Jefferson albums. Be right back. All right, we are back with the first Jefferson album, 1938 through 1961. We only have 3 spots to fill in this one. They're all right here. We have a 50D, we have a 44S, and the 38D that we finally found in that box. We are down to 2. We're going to go ahead, pop that one in. That is awesome. Unfortunately, no upgraders, so we're going to go ahead and move to the next album. Be right back. All right, we are back. Second set of albums sitting here in front of us. And we're just going to have a couple additions. Unfortunately, we had nothing in the Buffalo album. We already had the one that we pulled out of the first album, which is up here. And no spot fillers in this one, so we are going to go ahead and upgrade a 1957D and a 58D. And go ahead and get those popped in. We'll move in to the next album. All right, album 2 of the second set of albums. We're going to have 1 upgrade, which will be this 1962. And we're going to have a couple additions. We're going to add a 1975D that is pretty nice. And we're also going to add a 1989D that is also in pretty nice condition. Let me go ahead, plug those in, swap this one out. Jump into album 3, see if we can add any more. Alright, album 3, and we're going to have a couple more additions in our 1996 to present album, 2023. So we're going to add a 2017 out of Denver, and we're going to add a 1996D couple more spots filled. Be right back with a quick wrap up. See you in just a second. All right, we are back. It was a fantastic 6-box hunt. I really enjoyed it. Lots of great finds. So I'm pretty happy about that. So we have one more addition to set number 1. Puts us 2 away, 191 of 193. We added 4 to the second set. Puts us at 158 of 192. So I'm definitely excited for the next hunt. We're closing in on filling the first set. Just need a couple nickels. And the best part about it was we picked up 4 silvers for the 2023 silver jar. And if you give me just a second here, I got it sitting here ready to go. We have the treasure chest. We're going to pop this open and we're going to add ourselves a couple of war nickels right there into the treasure chest. So I hope you guys enjoyed the hunt. I know it was a long video, but if you stuck it all the way through, I appreciate it. I hope you have a great week, and we will see you on the next one.